If you are thinking about buying a car right now, you may hear something like this from a dealership. Prices will go up soon. This deal may disappear tomorrow. You should buy now before inventory runs out. That kind of pressure happens every day in car dealerships across America. But here is the question many buyers are starting to ask. Why do dealerships push so hard for people to buy now? And why do many of them quietly hope buyers do not wait for the 2026 models? Today we will break down the real reasons behind this. We will look at how dealerships make money, why timing matters in the car market, and what smart buyers should think about before making a decision. By the end of this video, you will understand why waiting can sometimes be the most powerful move a car buyer can make. Let's start with the most basic reason. Dealerships make money from the cars they already have on the lot. When you walk through a dealership parking lot, every car sitting there represents money that the dealership has already invested. They bought those vehicles from the manufacturer. And until those cars are sold, that money is tied up. The longer a vehicle sits on the lot, the more pressure the dealership feels. Because they still have costs. They pay for inventory financing, employee salaries, building costs, advertising. So the faster they sell those cars, the better their business runs. That is why dealers want buyers to act today instead of waiting months for a new model year. Waiting slows down their sales cycle. Every year the car market moves in cycles. New model years arrive. Older inventory becomes less attractive. Imagine this situation. A dealership still has many 2025 models on the lot. But buyers start hearing about the 2026 versions. Suddenly the older vehicles feel less exciting. Even if the differences are small, the perception changes. Buyers start asking questions like, should I wait for the new one? Once that thinking spreads, dealerships face a problem. Selling older inventory becomes harder. That is one reason dealers prefer buyers who do not think too far ahead. Here is something many people do not realize. The earliest buyers often pay the highest prices. When demand is strong and buyers feel urgency, dealerships have more power in negotiations. That can mean fewer discounts, higher interest rates, fewer incentives. But when buyers slow down and wait, things change. Dealers sometimes respond with price cuts, incentives, financing deals. Waiting can shift the balance of power back to the buyer. And dealerships know that. When a new model year arrives, attention moves quickly. New designs appear. Technology improves. Marketing campaigns start. Suddenly buyers focus on the new vehicles. And older inventory can feel outdated almost overnight. That creates pressure for dealerships. They must clear out remaining stock before buyers move on. So dealerships often try to keep buyers focused on what is available right now. Because once the conversation shifts to the next model year, sales can slow down. Cars today evolve faster than they did 10 years ago. Screens get bigger. Software gets faster. Safety systems improve. Hybrid systems become more efficient. Even small upgrades can make a newer model feel more modern. Buyers know this. Many people are now asking a different question. Instead of what can I afford today, they ask, what will still feel modern 5 years from now? If a 2026 model adds meaningful improvements, waiting may be the smarter move. Dealerships operate on a rhythm. Cars arrive. Cars sell. New shipments replace them. But when sales slow down, inventory builds up. Large parking lots full of unsold vehicles create pressure. Dealers must move that inventory before the next wave arrives. That is why you often hear strong sales language like, this deal ends today. Inventory is running out. Prices may go up soon. Sometimes those statements are true, but sometimes they are simply part of the sales strategy. Smart buyers understand timing. They know that the car market changes throughout the year. Late in a model cycle, dealerships often become more flexible because they want to make room for new arrivals. This is when buyers may see bigger discounts, bonus incentives, special financing. Patience can create leverage, and leverage helps buyers negotiate better deals. Of course, Waiting is not always the right choice. Sometimes buying now makes sense. If your current car is unreliable or unsafe, waiting may not be practical. If repairs are getting expensive, buying sooner could save money. And sometimes a dealership really does offer a strong deal. The key is not to rush. A good decision should come from information, not pressure. So why do dealerships prefer buyers who do not wait for future models? Because waiting changes the balance. It gives buyers more information, more choices, and often more negotiating power. Dealerships are businesses. Their goal is to sell the cars they have today. But your goal is different. Your goal is to buy the right car at the right time for the right price. Sometimes that means buying now, but sometimes the smartest move is patience. If you want honest updates about upcoming cars and smart buying timing in America, subscribe to the channel. And tell me in the comments, would you buy a car today, or wait for the 2026 models? I read every comment. Thanks for watching.